Hello. So, dusty greens. Okay. Now this is another one of those scenarios where it's really the alphabetical order kind of doesn't work as a difficulty curve. Because you see this monthly income from writing is at least £5,000 with a quite nice flat layout. So didn't we already have botany breakers, and didn't I completely break the game by beating it with just one ride? Well, okay. So I could do that again, but that's not really a challenge, is it? And I could try and find something silly, like try and beat it with just all golfs or all Ferris wheels, you know. That's always a popular one. But no, I'm just going to play through it, and I think we do something a little bit different to normal, which is rather than kind of do lots of multiple parts, and you just get to do sort of one very long playthrough. So let's see how that goes. And I might have to spend the entire rest of my life as I discover that there's some extra difficulty. But let's go ahead. Let's do that and see how that works. So anyway, okay, let's get started. So the first thing to look at with this before I unpause it is these golfs are these are terrible rides. And mini golf is just generally a bad ride because the guests get so bored so easily. And look at that. I want to get off mini golf. I want to get off mini golf too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that side alone for now. That's quite interesting. Let's see what coasters we have. But my plan here is something that I call fully integrated golf, which means that every coaster is going to have at least one golf hole in it. So we're going to try and keep some of this scenery as well. So I'm going to get rid of these paths. So I don't like the paths so much, but this I think what we can do. So I'm going to reuse some of this. I'm going to reuse a bit of this. So I'm going to start with a junior coaster. Junior coaster is quite a nice little thing. Guests wandering everywhere. Let them wander. It is fine. So yes, let's start with that there. So, nice, simple little junior coaster. I think the usual sort of. Oh, that's a little bit high, isn't it? So I'm going to just go up like there. Okay, the usual sort of Tim Wolf game design thing, which I don't want to build huge coasters. They're a waste of money and resources. So I'm just going to build a little coaster that comes up like that. Now, will that clear that? Oh, yes, excellent, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do, which was to clear that. Go up a little bit here, just to give it some air time. Then go down through here. Ooh, apparently I can't do that. Why can't I do that? So maybe I have to go down like that. Oh, no, okay. Oh, why is that like that? Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Just sort of pop out there like that. Then we can go round here. So there's a sort of lost handyman trundling about up there. So I need to get over the bulrushes. Ooh, not quite so. In fact, that won't work either. Oh no. So okay. So we're going to have to demolish the bulrushes. And I'm sure we will live. Sure we can cope with the loss of some bulrushes. Okay, so an entrance here. Actually, no, I want the exit to be there. And then I want an entrance kind of maybe around here. So do a little bit of ride interaction. Let's go test that. And so we can bring that out across there. So hopefully, yes. Yes. There we go. Nice little right there. So this can come up from round here. So let's have some greenery. I can go around. Oh no, I keep destroying these bulrushes, which I don't really want to do. I'd like to keep them. So there we go. Nice little junior coaster. Not too long, not too big, not too expensive. So it's still decent stats, so we still probably charge about £6 for that. I don't want to finish this scenario too early, so I'm not going to kind of extract too much from those. I'm going to call this Volkswagen Golf. Maybe more. What do people paint Golfs in? They're usually sort of in white or silver, aren't they? So we could open VW Golf. Stalls. This park doesn't really have much in the way of stalls, does it? So we should have some toilets. Obviously, call that hole in one. I hope my guests good aim. It's getting a little puerile. Let's not go there. Let's do lemonade. Let's call it Golfade, of course. Yes, this is a hot and dry scenario. It's not that hot, actually. So, okay. So, I'm just going to call that sand trap. Not really themed anything to do with pretzels, but and oh no, actually, I know what we could call pretzel in a golf theme context. We could call it hook and slice, couldn't we? Which is what happens when your golf ball goes off in a sort of pretzel-shaped trajectory. No, I know nothing about golf. It's nothing. It's not literally nothing. I know it's a game of hitting things with big metal sticks. So, let's call that Clubhouse. Do we do Brolly Hack? No, let's not do Brolly Hack. Brolly Hack is too cheesy. Then I could call that Cash Prize. So, yes, no, I've got food, I've got drink, and I need some golf. I need some golf to go in this, so let's golf this all up with some golf. What else would you golf it all up with? You couldn't exactly really golf something all up with tennis, can you? So just a little station here. And then we're going to show what we mean by fully integrated golf. So what you do is just come up here and not golf hole E, but golf hole D. Oh, no, I can't do golf hole D. I'm not tall enough. Actually, no. It should be tall enough. I just do that, and then I should be able to do golf hole D. Then we should come down here. Oops, there's a Volkswagen Golf in the way. You parked that there. So let's go down a bit from here. So, then I want to go down again. It's sort of a nice little walk for my guests. And then golf is in the way there as well. Oh dear. We're not getting much joy with this, are we? So let's turn that around there. Okay. You're going to turn that around there, and then we can have a... So do we have a hole under the coaster? No, we can't. We just have to go around here and around here and then around here. There we go. Let's have golf hole A. And that will... I just kind of want to have a little bit of a sort of entrance and exit path, but I'm not really going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to have to do that like that. Well, I can do it by sort of cheating a bit, because I can always move this path here to go round here like that. So yeah, I didn't really want to sort of double track that. And we can pop the exit to that there. And then we can have an entrance here, and they're just a little queue line. Not a long queue line, because otherwise the guests will get annoyed that they're taking ages to get on the golf. And so I'm going to call this all one. Nicely entwined with the coaster. And that's what I wanted from my golf. So let us continue. Let us build more of this park. So maybe let's see. So let's go past this tree. Can I go under the coaster here? Yes, I will be able to get under the coaster there. Don't demolish that scenery though. So I'm just going to go around there like that, and then come across here. And go round. Oops, no, I didn't want to demolish those trees like that. Oh well. And then through this bit here. We should put some more coasterage going around here as well. So that doesn't quite work. That doesn't quite work either, really, does it? We've not thought this through. So let's have that like that. Let's see if we can now go up like this, and then across, and then you'd have to kind of go over these. So sort of sheltered gulf, I guess. And then come down here. This is not good pathing in any sense of sort of tycooning. But actually, what we could do, and rather than doing that, is just come down here like this, and then link this up with this. So I think there we go. That looks horrible. Not up to my usual pathing standards, but never mind. Let us keep going. Keep going with this. So nice sort of path which wends its way through these trees and through here. Ooh, although I've been putting lampposts in. I want bins, not lampposts. And a clean, litter-free environment. Just it'll be in the dark. There you go. It's better. This sort of keeps the handymen from having too much trouble. How much handy do we have? We only have one handy person. And we should have another handy person, another mechanic. Now here, the mini golf one is a disaster area as well. Guests want to get off it. They're queuing for it. There's lots of litter about too. Let's put some bins in so we're not leaving stuff everywhere. With some benches as well, so we're not littering guests everywhere. There you go. Right. I declare an end to golf. No more golf in this location, at least for a while. There will be more golf one day, but not right away. So let's let those guests get off that queue line. Come on, you. Stop wandering up there. All the way back. They don't want them sort of milling about, because they may get a bit unhappy if they're doing too much milling, so. Are they wandering into that queue line? Yeah. Come on, off you go. Back you pop. Even you that are all tired can go back. So they should continue on into the paths. That shouldn't matter too much. So yes, I wanted to build a nice sort of wild mouse around here. So yes, a wild mouse coaster. Let's see how I can build that. So put the entrance here. It's probably going to be quite a big wild mouse. There we go. Yes, that is definitely on the large side for a wild mouse, but oops, no, I don't want to go over that junk, so in fact, what I want to do is just go round there like that. Little sort of start like that. And then we can go down this sort of big. Yeah, sort of through this kind of main street. That's probably where I should put my golf hole. Around there. So go around there like that. Then come down here. Let's see how fast this is going when it comes down here. This may be a little bit too much. Let's see what sort of speed we've got as we go through here. So I might actually go with this. Let's make this a little bit higher again. Okay, it's not going too fast. So we can probably have a little flat section, maybe a little bobble, because I think wild mice have a bonus from negative G's and airtime, so and we can have a little sort of bibble and bobble up there. And then we just bring this sort of background here. So this is going to probably get in the way of having the entrance to it, isn't it? Oh no, the entrance could go over here, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Good little dibble and a bobble up there. And round we go. Okay, we can't do any bibbling and bobbling like that. And so we just bring this back round and then bring it home. Go. We have an exit there at the end. We have an entrance here. We'll probably wend our entrance path. Maybe this blue entrance. Goes. The entrance can go through the town as well, so make that kind of nice. Goes under there. I do hope this has enough capacity to get away with this. If it doesn't, this might be a bit of a failure of a wild mouse, but it's a nice long queue line. There we go. That come up there. There's obviously maybe a little bit of blue colour scheme on it, so there we go. Just a little bit of blueness. Yes, it's nice light blue. Nice little accents like that. And, set this up so the maximum waiting time should only be a few seconds. And wait for a full load. We speed up the lift hill as well. They're going to call that mouse about town. Because it is, of course, a mouse about town. I know, it's not golf themed, but and I don't have any test results yet. They should still be testing it. But while that tests, let's go and build our golf. And we need some more golf around here. So how are we going to integrate the golf with this? So I'm thinking the golf could sort of golf its way through here. So let's build this. And let's build the station platform for the golf. And we're going to kind of go around here like this. And this might be a little bit complex in terms of the... So I want golf for E. Ooh, dear. That's knocked something out that shouldn't have been knocked out. Oh, okay. That's not going to work. So we actually just need to go up here. Let's have a golf hole A up there. I'm going to come round there like that. So that then goes down to sort of 10 feet. Now, will this be able to go all the way round here? Will this count as sort of a head chopper element to this? Okay, that scenery is in the way. So we can go through here. And yes, you can have golf hole B through here. There we go. Oh, that's quite a good ride as well. So we charge sort of £8 for that. I think. And then let's go back through here. This might be a little bit long as a mini golf. So we don't want to have too many holes in it. So maybe one last hole. Golf hole C. I can't remember the golf holes do have different levels of difficulty, by the way. So depending on what you kind of do with them, they do have, the guests can take longer on some than they do on others. Okay, so let's bring this back into land. So the entrance can be probably over that there. So that can go there, and then hopefully if that comes down like that, yes. Just go around like that. Then another bit of station platform. It's probably way too much station for this, but gets exit there and then entrance there. Then I just pop that. Then it's a fairly long. No, don't want a very long queue line for these golfs. So I'm going to actually build a path around here. This as well. I'm going to sort of unbuild the path here. I can't see what I'm doing. I built a very complex little structure here. So I think this may not work. Yes, may need to kind of go up a little bit more around here. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, let's build the exit there. This is not such a problem. Ooh. So, can I go up there like that? No, I can't. I do need to go one further back. Oh, there we go. Demolished a little bit of scenery, but it's fine. Let's build that. Let's keep that at that level. Because we could build another coaster off that. So that would be okay. We need some shops and stalls this side as well. Put some benches and some bins and bits. Okay, so this obviously is going to be mouse hole. I'm going to give it a nice blue theme to go with the mice. So, ooh, that's a bit over the top, isn't it? That's a little bit under the top. How about that? That's okay, I think. It's a mouse hole, just sort of an ordinary golf. And hopefully we should get some guests going golfing on that. Why am I clicking there? It's my sort of wild, frantic clicking. It's a hallmark as anything else, isn't it now? So let's have some. It's a whole boring equipment. Actually, you can do it with. You can bore a hole with a drinks can. So, no, not even going to call this. No, just going to call this tentacles. And another toilet. The other one was hole in two. Let's call it hole in one. Let's call this hole in two. So, what now? So, I'm going to build something that I don't normally build, but since I'm going for kind of a relaxed trip for a scenario, I'm not really going for kind of over the top. Let's win this with massive margin. And the ride tickets, actually, how are we going to do ride tickets? It's only doing 700 or so. So we're quite a way off winning. I'm going to put in a transport ride, I think. So, and let's have a monorail. And let's have a monorail. Might be some way off having a monorail with the current financial situation. And I should really have more guests. Don't know whether... Oh, because I built two rides which actually have quite a low guest cap, so I might be better off spending a little money on advertising just to get some more guests in. Let's do that. Let's say 3 tentacles. And that's... Could you think of possibly a better... think that more people would want them 3 tentacles? You put that up on a billboard and people should be just pouring in. So put that in. So do you want also to see if I can advertise maybe Mouse About Town? And just get a few more guests. Get a few more guests in. So I get a bit more money to build this thingy, this monorail. That's the word that I'm looking for. Oh dear. Yes, we're not making enough money, are we? It's all going a bit wrong. Come on, give me enough money to advertise for a couple of weeks. I could advertise for actually free rides. So let's get free rides on Volkswagen Golf. Because this will cost us money, but free rides is actually a very effective advertising campaign. The ride has quite a decent ride value, and that'll actually bring quite a lot of guests. So, but I shall do that. They possibly should do it. So you look at what loan situation is. So loan's 10% a year, so we could take out some more loan as well. And that would be the easy way round it. And take out a bit more loan, build some more rides, get the guest cap up, and then worry about things. We're sort of making a bit of... Yes, let's do that. Let's just pop the guest cap up. So I'm going to build a couple of free rides. Ooh, launch freefall. These are actually very, very good for a bit of a boost in ride income. So no, we'll need to build some golf around it. That is the pact that we have. So we're going to have this. We're going to build a sort of tower. And there we go. And have a entrance. So that's going to be well, obviously Golf Driver. So that's going to replicate the instance of. Well, actually, no, because the driver is be along. Since this is it called a chip shot, where you sort of decide to have a shot that goes very high in the air. They said I know nothing about golf. I probably know worse than nothing about golf. I know negative things about golf because I mostly just know wrong things about golf. Okay, not going to go quite up the top. And set that up. So how exciting is that? And that has should have an excitement and intensity of something. Come on, tell me the intensity. The intensity is pretty high. So we actually probably charge quite a lot for this. We probably charge £6 for it. So that should get some guests going in. Let's give it some sort of golf theme. So this is going to be a golf ball colour. This is going to be sort of. But the base, they make it sort of green at the base, I think. That's a bit over the top. Maybe green and brown base, but we have alternative colour scheme, which is going to represent the sky. So the sky with some nice clouds. There we go. That looks good. And they should connect it up to the path as well. We should have a. There we go. So we need that. Now we need a golf to go around it. So let's build some golf. The question is, with this golf that I need to build, is how much construction rights do I have? I do have enough construction rights to do what I want to do. So I'm going to build the station over here. You get to build a. So you could say I was going to build a little thing out here, but apparently not. No. So I'm just going to build this round here. Let's see if I can get Golf Hole D. Sorry, Golf Hole E. There's a thing in the way. Does Golf Hole E work? Oh yes, Golf Hole E does work like that. So in fact, can we have two of those? Oh, we can. And there we go. So you sort of this is how this works. You just sort of golf around that and go. Then goes, ooh, look at all this golfing that I'm doing around here. So let's bring that around there. Let's just take that up there. And then that can sort of come down like that. So I think the walk should be okay. I think the guests shouldn't be too fussed by this walk. And then we just go into there, pop into there, pop into there. So. And there we can have the exits can go there, and then the entrance can go there. No, I don't want a long queue line. So let's see if I can get away with a fairly short queue line on this. So need to come round here, come round here, come round here. So a little bit long. So let's see. Hopefully it shouldn't have. So I'm going to call this. So the figure, I think, chip shot. That's. Oh, this like it's of little things onto greens and over obstacles, but I'm going to call this. I'm going to call this sand trap. This is rather putrid colour, isn't it? And let's just have dark brown. Would that increase the excitement of this? So probably not noticeably. Having this sort of golf around it. Extra golf around. And so anyway, so financially that's improved things a little bit. We need to build this monorail. So this is back building my monorail. So this just to take guests over to the other side. So it doesn't need to be that exciting. We just need to sort of go round here and maybe round here and back. Again, sort of, I don't know, let's bring it sort of down to this. Well, no, this is a monorail that's kind of a little bit above the rest of the parks. And so maybe up here. Oh dear, running out of money again. at least the money's starting to roll. How long is my station platform? It's 4 tiles. I think maybe a slightly longer station. Maybe a slightly bigger monorail for this transport ride. Oh dear. I'm waiting again for cash to come in. And cash is apparently going out. So probably on research and things like that. Ooh, we're getting the Twister roller coaster soon. And that should be exciting. There's also a stand-up coaster. Well, the stand-up coaster, one of those ones, is actually quite hard to build. I think it sort of has slightly awkward stats, but we see if we can build some sort of tolerable one maybe in a bit. Maybe it's once this rolls in. Yes, no dusty greens. It's just like, no, I think, was it, oh gosh, now we can talk about 60 stars. Did Dolly Parton have a theme park? I'm sure she had most other things. Possibly a theme park. So, not sure if there was ever a Dusty Springfield theme park. But obviously, Dusty Greens would be the Dusty Springfield theme park. If only we hadn't made it golf themed, we could have made it 60s music themed. But I fear I probably... Oh, dear. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Let's see if I can. Because if I get this around here, this is then going to mess up those trees, isn't it? So maybe I do want to just go. I don't know. Maybe I want to go around there like that. Actually, let's make this a little bit more scenic. £117. Yes. And so yes, we could have done that. No, I chose tedious golfing. Let's rescue Johnny C. So Johnny Cash, obviously. It's since he's wandering around very tired. He's obviously done some sort of country music concert before coming here and they decided to go to the theme park. It's got lost. Like, oh no, it's all gone wrong for me. So, we need more guests. So really need the soft guest cap higher. Or I should have done more advertising. But yes, the only thing with these junior coasters and wild mice and things, they don't really raise the guest cap that much. So you end up with not that many guests. Actually, they probably should have done rather than embarking on this enormous monorail. So let's build a sort of a small woody or something like that, which would actually add 100 guests to the guest cap, and then we'd have lots of guests. We'd be rolling in money. Whereas at the moment we're not really rolling in money, although starting to make a decent amount on ride tickets. So you can see, 5,000 is certainly in sight. There, certainly with Twister roller coaster. Twister actually, I think, has quite good stats in terms of how many guests it attracts. So I think we may end up building one of those in a bit. They're just going to build the monorail around here. Right, would if there was money for it. Let's see. But monorail's going to come around here, and then this would go over the junior roller coaster, which might increase its excitement a little bit. It's going to work. Yes, this should work. It's a very expensive monorail. This the warning about monorails, that they just bankrupt towns, and then the people who sold them to the monorail run off having made their money. Okay, so monorail can come around here. Let's wiggle around here a bit. So, patiently wait for that money to come in, and this. It's all my own fault, because I wasted all my money on that ludicrous golf conceit, rather than actually sort of setting up a profitable park, which is what I normally do. I can't find Volkswagen Golf. Ooh, that's interesting. And that's why that would explain a lot as to why we're not making very much money, which is the guests can't get to Volkswagen Golf. And Mousehole has quite a long queue, so that's not great. And Mousehole is the Golf, of course. So even that is already a problem. Customer on ride 5. So yes, the low capacity of the Golfs is a problem. So we could happy them up. Let's hopefully with the extra income that we get from this. Let's see what's the queue time of this. will Q-Line TVs do enough? Oh, no, 17 minutes. Yes, see, this is the thing with these Golfs, and that probably means that, I guess, also, but they don't want to get off it. The ride time is just about okay. So the guests don't want to get off it. It's taking ages for them to queue. So the only way around this really is to hire an entertainer. So let's put this sort of bandito in there. And sort of patrol that queue line. Keep the guests happy. Entertain them, as it were. There we go. So golf cultists. Spread the cult of golf. I'll probably be drinking, the less I remind people of that electric field, the better. Okay. So, oops. Oh no. Need more cash for more monorailing. So almost there. We'll have a monorail and it will be wonderful. The world will be a better place once we have it. All that transport for guests who are just too lazy to cross the road and over the road bridge. Yes. Okay, so Volkswagen Golf is now making some decent cash. And they probably will quite increase our rider tickets income. So we're already up at 2,700, so as before, I think we didn't do it at the start of the month, last month, so there we go. Right, so does this need just an S bend, or does this need a bigger bend? Go. There. No, just almost there. I'm almost there, and then I can test it and see whether it actually works. Okay, so there, that's okay. And then we'll have sort of exits here and maybe entrance here. That's a good point. I'm just going to close that because I think there's a better place. No, that'll be fine. I don't need to meddle with the entrances. Let's just. Let's try to build that. So, yes, this has quite high capacity. This is going to have some quite good throughput, this ride. I don't know whether there's actually going to be any some guests to ride it, but the throughput should be quite good. So that's one there. And then I'm just going to pop that there. So in fact, I probably need a decent bit of queue line there. So I'm going to sort of snake that about a bit, just in the hope of actually having enough space that we can really sort of get a decent number of guests on this. That's the exit there. This might not be that popular with the guests because it's a little bit out of the way. There we go. This is going to be up there. It's going to be the Gulf Stream. That, of course, totally misspelt, but nobody's paying attention to that, are they? Okay, so let's build some benches and things around here. And that's fine. Let's build a bin on that. And yes, how exciting is that? Not very. Since £1 should be okay. Let's see if the guests will pay that for it. They might go. I want to go something more thrilling, or they might go, no, not paying that much to go on it. Yes, there's lots of I would like to go on something more thrilling, but they're not complaining about what it costs, so that I think we have gotten away with. Let's build some paths, more paths. So I'm going to build maybe some of this black ash path that goes around here. So that's going to interfere with those trees, so I don't want to do that. I want to preserve the trees, as if this is a game of open TTD, and if I don't preserve the trees, there's going to be an upset local authority I have to answer to. So I'm going to just bring that round there, and then connect up with the other path around here. So that gives the guests some slightly more reason. I do love the way that guests thinking about always has a little bit of a lag. So occasionally you get a random guest goes, I'm hungry. And sort of thinking about Gulfstream. I'm so hungry I could eat a monorail. Bins. And so, we talked about wanting to build a roller coaster that could bring some guests in. So I think, well, yes, obviously. And what else but the classic let us build a wooden roller coaster? Which, now this I think would be prudent to take out a bit of loan to build, because this is going to help us quite a bit. So let's go up here. So maybe a sort of Sylvia R. They didn't know any artists, any musical artists with a Sylvia R. So they're going to be spared a kind of long story about that. So I'm sure people can get back to me in the comments and say, "Oh no, Sylvia R. is the drummer for the Spoon Asylum or whatever." Okay, so this is going to have a little drop like that. Then it's going to go. I think we don't have a lot of vertical power to play with, so this kind of sort of rose bowl turn, we might not get away with that much, but maybe a little bit. So it's a nice tight turn, yeah. Oh, there we go. A little bit of interaction there. In fact, well, we could go up a little bit actually. So we could, rather than just come straight down from there, we could then say let's go up a little bit and then go over. That makes that a bit more exciting, doesn't it? So, what do I want to do? We do a little bit of a large helix up. Can we get away with that? Maybe. Yes. Yeah, that seems to work. So we could go around there like that. And then I think we could possibly come up here. And that's going to be quite slow, but yes. So if they just come around here now like that, so, and they do that, then you should be able to put an on-ride photo section on it. Probably a slightly more expensive woody than I actually needed, but we have more station platform, so this can have a good throughput on it. So there we go. So we have the exits sort of there. We have an entrance here. And so put some kind of queue line through it. This is going to be quite a high throughput ride. So assuming it actually makes it all the way around. It might be an awful throughput ride because it's just there's no ability for trains to actually make it all the way around. I guess just get on it. Well, they wouldn't get on it because the ride hasn't been tested, but if you imagine a world where the guests would get on it, and they would sort of get on it and then would just be lost, sort of bobbling backward and forth forever. So build that round there. Let's make that sort of fairly exciting. And it needs some golf as well, and I didn't really think about that when I put this together because it's quite sort of tight and well woven, but maybe we can have some golf around here. Everything into golf. Well, it's by the road and it's for making money, so it's going to be roadside golf shop. There's sort of golf warehouses or whatever that are signposted frequently. You're sort of driving along the A1 and you're suddenly overcome by the desire to purchase golf. Look, that's £3.20 for the on-ride photo as well. I didn't realise we didn't have many on-ride photos. Okay, and some golf. Let us build some golf now to go with that. So the golf can go below the monorail. And then now, will I get away with putting golf around here? Yes, I can put golf there. Good. So I'm going to pop some golf there. Then I'm going to have golf hole E. No, I can't have golf hole E, so I'm going to have to turn that around there. In fact, no, I can't get away with golf there. So I might just have a golf hole A here. And then a little bit more here. So yes, this is very tight, this. As I said, luckily we can do that. We can have a... In fact, that might work just at 15 feet. I'm not sure. Oh yes, it does. So golf hole C, there we go. There, fully integrated golf. It is a thing. And then this can just come round here. It's a little bit of coast golf. Not too much. We're not over golfing it, but yeah, there's just enough golf there. So, ooh, okay. And the entrance there and exit there. Oh, that's annoying. That means I need to get rid of the tree. Yeah, I didn't really want to do that, but let us do that, and then let us sort of put a tree back. So what was it? Tall palm. There we go. It's as if it never happened. So this is going to be counting. Which of course, what is the traditional colour for counting holes? Is of course they are black. A little bit too much. That's a little bit over. And actually, no, I quite like that. And yes, there we go. Very sober. And this is still being tested. Let's open this. Let's get this opening. Let's get guests on this. Because when it opens, we'll increase the guest cap rather a bit. So that's definitely worth doing. Let's put this down. I'm quite liking the fact this is almost like it's a nicely themed area, isn't it? With this sort of black path around here and stuff there and whatever. Okay, there we go. That's looking okay. So we've got some nice golf happening around here. Some nice golf going on around here. Some little bits of I was going to say let's do a little bit of something scenic, but apparently, okay. Oops. Apparently I'm failing at doing anything scenic here. Okay, so Randy, now I can't raise land. There we go. Okay, so what I wanted to do before all of that total chaos and failure was just have a nice little. But oh, ponds are expensive. Maybe that was not a good idea. Come on, pond. Allow me to pond you. Allow me to ponder. Just nails the puns, Timborf. Come on. Please don't do this to us. Okay, so a nice little pond there. Let's have a nice little low wall. Let's have a fence like that. Stop people from falling in it, but still allow them to view it through sort of, chain link fence. But sure, that's fine. People won't mind sort of crisscross diamonds all over their photos of the park. Some bulrushes as well there. This should improve the excitement of the monorail a tiny bit as well. There's a big scenery in it. Okay, so money's starting to roll in a bit. Let's start thinking about what can be next for a coaster. I think we should just do some advertising. Actually, should we do some advertising? Should we? So, yes, let's advertise a little bit. Let's advertise a roadside golf shop. Oh, that's quite important. Let's give some free rides on... free rides on Volkswagen Golf, because it doesn't make that much. And then let's have some vouchers for Tentacles, of course. Most important marketing campaign, that. So yes, that's taking a little bit of our money there. Well, how are we getting on with guests? What do we have? Thoughts? So Sandtrap, of course, has a really long queue line, doesn't it? So we're going to need some... Yes. It can be any get badges. Let's have a sheriff. Sheriff cultist. He's going to be responsible for this queue line. And then I'm going to put some queue line TVs in there as well. And just to help. Let's just get this a little bit less unhappy about having to wait for these golfs. This is why golf is kind of just not very good, because the guess takes so long round and it has such low capacity. There's some reason, some rhyme or reason as to what the capacity of the golf is, but I can never remember what it is. So, they just live with it as it is. Okay. Ooh, we've got some. Oh no, we have the splash boats there. Don't really like splash boats so much. There's not so much you can do with them. Let's have some. Oh no, that would be. This golf is an actual thing, but I can't remember what. No, I just call it the golf because I can't remember the names of any actual geographical golfs. Let's set that ship going. That could go there. Let's give the guests. Make sure the guests keep sewing it. Oh, that would be the general hole-in-one, wouldn't it? This could be the other hole-in-one. Let's get some donuts going. Yes, we'll win the scenario at some point. So let's do that. Let's have these, and let's call these of course golf balls. No, you should have another one over here as well. To have the, because you get the golf balls in different colours, don't you? For sort of playing golf in the snow or whatever. So let's have that. So let's have golf ball snow edition. There we go. That's sort of doing quite well. So this month we might actually make the scenario goal, which would be nice. Nice sort of, that I don't have to spend the rest of my life slowly recording this, because I actually found a scenario which is nigh on impossible, and my thoughts about where this were in the difficulty curve were entirely wrong. I suspect that's not the case. Those who have a certain ratio is quite a big coaster, so I actually probably should build maybe a smaller kind of pre-made for this. So let's do that. Let's put some sort of small pre-made coaster. It goes with a massive station platform. So I'm just going to build that up there, and then I could probably build that with a. No, launched coasters. Launched coasters is kind of the way to go with these looping coasters. But I'm going to do this instead. 600 guests now. The advertising is finished. By no more free tentacles. Our park's tentacle-based generosity is over. So bring this round here. So there. And then one last tile of chain lift hill. I hope this coaster train's actually long enough to take it away with this. If not, that's going to be a bit embarrassing. Okay, so we're going to come down there on a long turn like this. Well, actually, no, I'm going to do the short turn first. 273. I can't afford this. What do you think I am? That's made of money. They're reading on the ride tickets. So October might not be the month. So it might not be this scenario in year one. So let's keep going. Let's build this coaster like this. Now, this needs to be able to have its entrance here. So I might just, and rather than do that, actually bring that there. So that could I build the exits there? So let's build the exit first before we know what we need to fit in. And an entrance. I hadn't really thought about this. That's a bit problematic. But I know there's a way we can cheat this. So what I'm going to do is not build the entrance there. I'm going to build the entrance there. And then, because what I can do with that is I can take that across to there rather than bring it across there. And then this can be a sort of. Okay, so that could go there. And then maybe. It's not perfect, but it will do. So we're going to go down sort of here. So we're kind of over the sort of top of where this needs to go. So you're going to come, well, so I'm going to sort of come down and do this. So just pop that up there. So we're going to have to come down quite steeply with this in a moment when I have the money. So October. Oh no, October, we're going to be very close, aren't we? We might just make the scenario. I think it's going to be a close run thing. Not sure there's going to be quite enough days or enough sort of coaster admissions to make it, but we know we're pretty close to the scenario goal. So I will at least finish this coaster before that. Yes, we made the scenario. So there we go. We won it. Year one. Another story. Again, that's what I say. You know, I know the botany break, as I said, was actually more difficult. That's only because I did an utterly ridiculous thing with it. But this, I think, still, yes, not really a challenging scenario. Given that I was playing this, I wasn't even really trying to win. I was just sort of happily wittering on and going, well, this will be a sort of pleasant hour of playing, and getting close to that, actually. So yes, let's aim for that. So let's go for kind of an hour of playing. So it gives me 3.5 minutes to finish this roller coaster. 3.5 minutes to make enough money to finish this roller coaster, which I think is probably the limiting factor. It's not my roller coaster building technique, but just running out of money. So yes, I'm going to use a vertical loop to bring this over, which gives this the inversion that it desperately needs. And let's build a loop there, and then we can have on. Oh, loops are expensive, aren't they? Oops. So you should check this. I mean, this is just the concept of the loop that's expensive. So you know, if I go to the cereal aisle, our Cheerios and what's the other hoop-based cereal? Gosh, there's Cheerios. There's another one as well that eludes me, annoys me. I haven't done my cereal research before doing this, but let's say Cheerios and the other type of Cheerios. Are they more expensive than the non-hooped cereals? Non-looped cereals. The hula hoop's more expensive than non-looped crisps. So these are the important questions that Timberwolf's roller coaster tycoon series begs to ask. This has some brakes, and the brakes really, it doesn't really help against the station brakes failure, because if the station brakes fail, all the brakes fail. So I'm not buying myself anything with this. I'm just wasting valuable coaster building time. Or I would be if I only need to click the loan button, really. I don't know why I'm being so precious about it. It's sort of drilled into me from a young age that you shouldn't borrow money. It's bad, even if it helps you build a coaster, which would help you make money. Finance and leverage and things. So there we go. That's built. Let's get that. Increase the lift hill chain. Give it a maximum waiting time. So this is the thing. Worrying about the station brakes is there are 2 trains, but I don't think this is going to operate enough for station brakes to become a problem. Let's have some more handy. Let's have some more mechanics. Make this at least what feels like a viable working park. And then, now I have a plan, because this has quite a long queue line. Let's see. I think I could do something clever with it. I think we could go through the loop. We could if we get it to the right height. Ooh. Oh yes, that made it back to the station. Good. That wasn't me seeing it go sort of fall over backwards down the loop. Okay, so maybe one more height. I should have this. They really should memorize this stuff. Like, what do I actually need in order to build a proper queue line through the coaster, but no, I haven't, and now I have the money problem again. So, well, in the interest of getting this finished, let's get this finished, shall we? Let's finish this off. So queue line goes down there. no, queue line does not go down there. Queue line goes down here, under here, along here. And then by the boat. And that is good. Let's have a look at the thing. I'm going to call it Dogbone, and therefore I'm going to just quickly colour that up. There we go. That's quite nice, I think. Maybe a sort of dark brown. That's sort of kind of doggish. That's actually got fairly good stats, so there we go. So I'm going to give that £7. Open it up. And I think I quite like actually saving that for the future scenario play. So I'm going to save that. I'm not going to save it with the scenery, but I will save it as a Dogbone. And there we go. I think that's a nice enough dusty greens in about an hour or so, give or take some time wasting. And I shall see you for, I believe, Fungus Wood. So we'll see you back for another challenging scenario where we can actually talk about strategy and other such things. So until then, see you in a future video.